All right, what's up guys? So we're gonna be doing a 13,000 mile review. I actually currently have 13,500 miles on my Ford Maverick, and it's a 2022 Ford Maverick with the FX4 package, 4K tow package, and luxury package. And I have most of these miles on my truck right now are highway miles, like because I did go to California twice and I took it on many like trips to Oklahoma, like 500, 600 mile trips, but I don't really call those like trips, you know, just because I travel so much that those are like just short drives essentially for me. But driving to California, that is a pretty good trip. So I'm gonna go and start off just saying I love the truck, absolutely love the truck. I wouldn't pick a better truck for me right now. I gotta test the all-wheel drive system out and I'll get into that. And I just got my new tires on here, BF Goodrich KO2s. I just want to say I really love the truck. There is a little bit of like nitpicky things, but the stuff I'm about to say, like the cons or the stuff I don't like about it, are really small things. Like they don't deter me at all. It's just, and especially it being a new truck, like they're gonna have to work out all the kinks and stuff like that. So don't think I'm complaining about the truck, because I absolutely love the truck and I wouldn't have a different truck right now. But overall, in my 13,000 miles of owning this truck, like I said, it's nothing but good stuff to say about it. It's an awesome truck for like a families, or even me. I'm 21 years old right now and I travel a lot for my work, and this is kind of just like the perfect truck for me at the moment. Like you get decent gas mileage, pretty good gas mileage. It's cheap, it doesn't break the bank. My payment is around like a little under $500 a month, and insurance is like $150 a month. And I also do have a 2003 Ram 3500 with 5.9, and I also have a 2007 Mustang. And I got the Mustang for super cheap, like $1,500 from my friend, and I ended up putting, like, over the year and a half I had it or drove it around, I put down a little over like 90,000 miles, 100,000 miles. Yeah, I put on 100,000 miles in like 2 summers of driving. So that I drive a lot during the summer. I drive all over. Not so much during COVID, just because COVID really kind of canceled everything. So that's kind of one thing that does suck. I'm gonna start this video off because you guys all heard people talk about the Ford Maverick, like it's awesome, you know, a bunch of good things. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you straight off the stuff that I don't like about it. Like I said, 4K tow package, FX4 luxury package. I got my notes right here. So the first thing that I don't like is, a lot of you guys commented about this, and it's a thing that is mostly on my part right now, just because I have not fixed it. But the window motors, I'm not sure if you guys can see the windows, but they go down horrendously slow and they come up horrendously slow. It just sounds like they're struggling. And even when they are wet and lubed up, still they do come up just super slow. It's not a big thing, but it's just kind of something that I don't like. And like, it's noticeably slower than every other car I've seen. Like my 2007 Mustang, my 2003 Ram 3500 goes up the same speed as that, and those window motors are, was 18 years old, 18, 19, 20, or no, 19 years old, because it's 22 now. So that's one thing I don't like. And another thing I don't like is the auto start stop. But there is a button in the middle console that you could turn off, and it turns the auto start stop off, but you have to do that every time you get into the vehicle. So that's kind of annoying. But driving around here, like in the country, like it don't really matter. The only part it got really annoying when I was in like the city or something, I was in traffic or something like that, I would stop and then I always had to restart, and so you can't go right away. It's just kind of annoying, you know. That's one thing that I don't like. I usually turn it off, but sometimes I forget. And then if you're driving around like in the country, like, yeah, I live in Kansas, so it's not bad here to where I'm stopping all the freaking time because it's straight and country. I'm not gonna be struggling in town, so that's one thing. And I have drove this thing through San Francisco, LA. I drove it through a bunch of other different cities, so I feel like I have a pretty good say in that, even though I live in Kansas, because I travel a lot, like I said. So the next thing is the seat I'm actually in is popping up. I'll go and throw some footage in there of that. But I also went to the dealer, and then they said that they couldn't, or the tech said he submitted it and he couldn't cover it because it's not an actual like malfunction kind of thing. That's what he kind of said. He couldn't get it replaced or put a new seat cover on because the seat wasn't actually ripped yet or anything. So that definitely, I'm gonna submit that to Ford and get them to fix it, because that is dumb, because it should not be popping up like that. There is no reason. Ford's made cheaper cars. There's plenty of other different car brands that don't come up like that. Even my 2007 Mustang, it's not really popping up like this. After it started happening around like 3,000, 4,000 miles, which is completely unacceptable. Okay, the next thing that I don't like about it is the speakers weren't that great that come in here. Like my sister's, I think here's a 2019 Jeep Renegade. Those speakers in there sound 10 times better than the speakers that are in here. These ones just really sound like they struggle with bass. They really don't have a lot of bass, and when they do get up to bass, they get really distorted. Like the highest you can go is maybe 20 on the dial, but that's plenty loud. But still, I want a little bit more clearer sound coming out. So that's one thing. I am eventually going to replace them, and I actually did just get my 2-inch lift kit, guys, so I'm going to be putting that in pretty soon. But yeah, Jeep's speakers on the Renegade sound way better. These speakers aren't the best, but they'll get you through. Like I still have them 13 miles in, so they can't be that bad. Okay, and the next thing is going back to me traveling and being in the cities and going through a lot of traffic. The transmission does seem a little jumpy. One guy commented about the transmission on here, saying it is a little bit more like a jumpy transmission, and so that's one thing that I didn't really like. But it's not bad. Just when you're going around like 10 miles an hour in traffic and you hit the gas, it kind of has like a little just like you're in a manual car. I'm not sure how many of you guys drive manual. I'm pretty sure plenty of you guys, but it's kind of like that, where it's not like super smooth like a brand Malibu or something like that. So that's one thing. But besides, any time besides that, it's super smooth. Awesome. Transmission feels like it just shifts perfect. Okay, and the next thing is I'll throw some more footage on here at nighttime. The headlight, if you don't get the Lariat package, the top of the light has a blank space, so that's kind of annoying. It's just an appearance thing. Again, I'm not really saying that's a deal breaker, but I just think it would be nice if they added a light in there or something, which I eventually wanted to black out the lights and maybe put something in there, another light or some halos or some cool, I don't know. I'm still deciding what I want to do with the truck. And so this is actually probably the biggest con if you want to take the truck off-roading, which it's not a really off-road super worthy truck, which it does do damn good off-road. I'm not gonna put it down for that, but it does struggle on ground clearance. It does not have that much. I put these new tires on, they're 245 65 17s, and then so these tires give me another like an inch of ground clearance, maybe a little bit more than an inch, and I feel like I could tell with that just a little inch, and I'm getting another 2 inches with my lift kit. But yeah, so this makes it way better. Like it feels way better. I don't know, it struggles on ground clearance, because when I was going through the deep snow, I'll throw some video on there, that I was getting hung up a lot. I could power through it, and like the traction control and all-wheel drive system found traction super good, like really good. Like it's almost like it had limited slips in the front and rear end. That's what I think. It found really good, and it really got a lot of wheel speed, which is good for deep snow, if you guys didn't know. All right, so that's kind of all the cons I really had. Nothing really too bad. Just maybe the color of the seats. Like I don't really like this like white thing that's going on right here. And yeah, I think that's really most of the cons. Oh yeah, and then the radio actually is weird. It won't let me switch channels while I'm driving a lot of the times. Like let's see now. Yeah, see, I'm clicking the search for channels, and it does not let me search for channels. So I have no idea what's going on with that. Like I'll show you guys. See here, look, I'm here and I'm clicking it, and it's not letting me search. See, I have no idea. If I click these, it'll go to different things, but this doesn't work. Shuts off. Does not let me. So yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the stuff I like about the truck, which is plenty to talk about. So like I said, I have a little over 13,000 miles, almost 14,000. And one thing I really like about this truck is the size, you know, like it's a small truck, but inside it really does not feel small. Like we've had my friend in here, and he's 6'7", and he's a big 6'7" too. He's not a small 6'7", like a really skinny guy or anything. He has like, I don't know, he just built big. And he fit in here actually pretty damn good. He had to see all the way back, and his head actually did not touch the roof, and he was sitting in the passenger. I didn't put him in the driver's seat. We should have, but he's coming again, so we'll put him in the driver's seat. But he actually fit amazing in here. And then I've had this 5 people in here. I've had me, my other friend, and then my 3 friends in the back, and then there were girls in the back, so they were a little shorter, but they all fit fine. But I've had my whole family in here also too. There's a video on my channel going back to that, and we did fit in here, but it was pretty tight, like in the back seat. Like the front 2 people have all the room in the world, but the back 3 people are going to be touching shoulders if you are all full adult size. So coming back to the size of it, like I just picked up this 10-foot trailer, and the only other trucks we have is my Ram 3500 and then my dad's F350. And so to go pick up like a little trailer, this is the perfect truck for it. Like it would have made no sense to go bring the big old F350 that we're going to be towing our toy hauler with, if we do get one. We're trying to get one. Toy hauler, fifth wheel. It would make no sense to go take that. So this is like literally the perfect truck for that. Just go ride dirt bikes really quick. Like just throw them in the back. It's the bed and everything. That's another thing I'm coming back to. The bed is so low that it's so easy to just throw stuff in there, you know? Like put my ramp up there and put my dirt bike in the back. It takes 2 seconds. Put a quad in the back, takes 2 seconds. It's so easy to unload and load. That's one thing I really like about it. And so coming back again to size, is it's so easy to park in town. It drives through town phenomenally. It has a little bit of that jump in traffic, but that's the only place I really notice it. And driving here, you're never really in traffic ever, because it's Kansas, you know? If you're driving in California, maybe, but even then it's not bad. Yeah, so driving around town is phenomenal. Easy to park, easy to get in. It has a rear backup camera, which is always nice. I never really had one in any of my cars, and so just back into spots easy. And then so the next thing is, I really love the color. It's kind of like a different color. It gets a lot of like attention on the road kind of thing, because people are always wondering, what is that? Is that a Ford Ranger? And then I explained to them I took Maverick, and I have my YouTube channel, and so it does have a cool car factor. And so that's what I like about it too, that it feels like I always every kid wants like a Challenger or a Mustang or something, which I do want eventually, but this is like close to it, to where people still ask about the thing and everything. That's what I like about it. So the next thing is the interior. So as you guys know, there's my truck right there, my F350, or not my F350, my Ram 3500, and then my Mustang right here. The hood's open right now. My Mustang. This interior feels like a spaceship compared to both of those things. So like, see, it's still a little scuffed up right now, a little dirty, just because I actually use my truck. But this exterior literally feels like a spaceship. It's so nice. All the buttons feel nice and crisp. The AC unit and everything works good. I usually around 60 to 71. That seems perfect for me. Should I put this down? Play 64. Yeah, so that's one thing I like. And this is kind of the horn is very aggressive. Watch. The horn is very loud and aggressive. So if you need to honk at anybody, it's perfect. But yeah, interior feels like a spaceship. Feels super comfortable. I've rode on the seats for 30-hour trips already, and I have no problem sitting in them for that long. So that's one thing. If you want it for a traveling truck, awesome traveling truck. Oh yeah, coming back to interior, sorry, is how many outlets it has. Like it has USB-C, has a regular USB, has a cigarette lighter down here, and then in the back I have an outlet, 120 volt outlet, and then I have a USB-C and another USB-C and another USB charger. And so I love that, so everybody in the thing can charge. I can charge all my devices at once, because I have a drone, I have a bunch of little different devices. So that's awesome. I love that I can charge everything at one time, because I usually charge everything late. And also the Cubbies. There's so many Cubbies around that I love it. Like you have the glasses holder up here. We got Cubbies on the side. Those go back into the door. We got the Cubby in the middle. We got little Cubbies everywhere. We got a Cubby besides this. I didn't even use this one because I don't know what to use it for. But yeah, so many. Okay. Coming back to dirt bikes, you guys know I ride a lot of dirt bikes, and then so this is literally like the perfect dirt bike truck to go race or something like that. Like I said, it's super easy to load, and I'll throw some video of us loading the dirt bike in. We actually fit 3 dirt bikes in here, even though I do not recommend it. We did, and yeah, I would travel like that, honestly. But yeah, it did feel didn't feel like it was getting like too heavy in the bed when we had all 3 dirt bikes in there, and I had a quad in here, and the quad took up all the bed. The utility quad, but we actually fit 2 race quads, but we put them straight up and down, and I'll throw some video of that in. It was hard to put in there, but they did fit in there. And so like I'm saying, it's just super nice to load stuff. It's super easy, gets good gas mileage. You're not going to be taking, because every time we go to ride, we take the F350, and you know that's going to take a lot of diesel and everything like that. So this is nice, just it's so convenient for everything. I did think I was gonna miss having a big old bed in like my other truck, but it's something that I was missing it, but then I realized how much I didn't use all of the bed unless I was traveling or working on something like that. So that's one thing that I love about this truck, and that's a big reason why I got it, because I had my other truck and it's not really, I don't trust it going across country, and my Mustang, and I can't tow a dirt bike with that. And so this is like the perfect truck for me. That's coming back to interior space. Lots of interior space. I could fit all my friends in here when we go out to just do random stuff, you know, in LA or San Francisco, or even here, go out with my college friends and stuff like that. Yeah, I could fit all my friends in here, so I love that. Another big reason I wanted to make this video now is because I got to test the all-wheel drive system out a ton in the snow, deep snow. Go check out my videos on my channel. I got the mud and with the stock tires, and I also bought the KO2s for the snow. Well, I didn't buy them for the snow, but I bought them for the snow video and for all-terrain, just because they are all-terrains, and just in mud because I don't want to get stuck anywhere. And the stock tires did not do good in anything. Driving through the mud and the snow, I noticed the all-wheel drive system in here works super good. We didn't really smell it overheating or anything because it uses the brakes to almost like a limited slip. If a wheel's spinning in the air, it'll put brake to that wheel and try to push the power to the other wheel, and it did that amazing. And in the snow, it is good to keep your wheel speed up and keep your momentum up. So I found out that if with the FX4, if you put it into sand mode, it doesn't disable the traction all the way. So you actually have to click disable traction again, and it'll give you even more wheel spin. So that seemed to work the best in deep snow. But with just the traction control off, so if you had a non-FX4 package, it still gave it a lot of wheel spin. Not quite as much as sand mode, but still a lot to where it gets you through the deep snow and stuff. And I was going through snow that no one would ever really go through sane. Any sane person would ever go through for going to trip camping, you know? So yeah, it finds traction amazing. I really thought it was going to be good. I was scared to get an all-wheel drive just because I didn't know how I was going to do off-road compared to my other trucks, which I would say it even does better. So another thing is, coming back to the interior, is the heated seats. I love these heated seats. They get hot instantly, and they get freaking hot. It has 3 different settings, but I do think that the heated seats is why it is separating from the thing, but it should not be doing that. Like the heated, it's not going to affect the heated seats. Heated seats get just as hot, same hot, it doesn't feel any different. I do think that's the reason it's separating from the seat. So I'm not sure if they're going to recall that or do something about that. I'm going to push that through and get them to fix that. But even if I get it fixed, will it happen again? So we don't know. Another thing I love about this truck is how many haters it has. Like how many people doubt the truck who don't even have the truck. Like I even was like a doubter. I was like, man, I'm not gonna get a little truck. Like I want a big truck, a big like badass truck. But after I got this truck, I'm like, no, this truck is perfect for everything. Like I absolutely love this truck. Even when I first seen this color, I was like, ooh, that's awesome. Even though I did look at another one and I chose not to get that one, just because the color and the rims, and it did not have FX4 package. It did not have 4K tow package. That's a big reason I did not get it, because I do plan to tow eventually with this truck, like a small trailer, because I travel a lot to powwows. It's like Native American competitions, and I go out and I just kind of teach people about our culture and stuff like that. So that's what I do for a living, and so that's where I have to constantly figure out ways to make money because I don't have a job, and so I have to sell stuff. That's why I'm going to be starting putting out merch pretty soon, just because it'll help me get around to different powwows and everything, and help me do it to do what I do. And if I had to have a job, I wouldn't be able to make videos as easy, you know. I wouldn't be able to travel and really test the truck and put a lot of miles on it for you guys. So that's one thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be starting merch pretty soon, and then I'm gonna be trying to travel more soon and travel out to powwows and go compete and stuff. So that's really how we make our money. So if I'm not competing and I'm not pushing myself, I'm not gonna be making money. So that's one thing that I gotta push through. And actually, if you guys didn't know, I just did get monetized, so that's freaking awesome. I appreciate all you guys watching the videos. Appreciate all you guys commenting. Everything helps. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, guys. It really helps. I noticed a lot of you guys aren't subscribed that are watching this. If you guys just click the subscribe button really quick, it helps me out a ton. So that's one thing I really like, is the haters, the people who doubt it, and I just kind of educate them on how awesome the truck is, how awesome the Ford Maverick is. That is my new review. I really wanted to do it just because I had a little bit new experiences like that, and I towed a little bit. I haven't towed our boat yet, which I'm going to be going to do gonna be doing pretty soon. But thanks for watching, guys. The truck is awesome. Wouldn't get a different truck right now. I think it's perfect for families or anybody who just wants to get out in the woods a little bit, because it can handle a lot more off-road than you guys think, and especially if you get like a 2-inch lift. But even with the stock tires, it did do damn good off-road, just because I said it finds traction amazing and gets pretty good gas mileage. The speedometer is off a little bit less than a mile, so I'm going to be getting trying to fix that. I think people talk about forescan, so forescan pause. Yeah, talking about the forescan thing, and then so I'll be maybe use that to fix it. I'm not sure how that works. I got to look it up and stuff. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, a lot of you guys aren't subscribed. It really helps me out. I appreciate all you guys. Just want to close to my 13,000 mile review. I'd give the truck a 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next video.